So we have the SH Figuarts Rengoku. So this is one that I've been wanting to review for a while, but I haven't reviewed it, and I haven't actually made like a video in a while. Sorry about that. But yeah. So this is the SH Figuarts Rengoku, and I got him about I would say 6 months ago. He's a really good figure, but he does have some things that I don't really like. But even then, he's still probably the best Demon Slayer figure I have, even though I only have 2 of them. But yeah, let's get into the review. So we'll do articulation, design, and accessories. But first, let's start with the box. Alright, so here's the box. I think it does look pretty good. So we got SH Figuarts, the Demon Slayer logo, Rengoku right there. There's the top, bottom. It's like a picture of it on the side, the other side, and on the back there's shows off some of the accessories and some of the poses. So overall, I think it's a pretty cool box. Alright, so for the details, here's his head. It looks really detailed, and yeah, it looks exactly like Rengoku does in the show, you know. The freaking flame eyes, the big eyebrows, his flame-like hair. He has really long hair, and he has a ponytail at the back. And then moving on down, his flame Harari is pretty cool, although I think it looks a little bit weird just because it's put into all these different things, which looks a bit strange, but it does look pretty cool. And moving on to his outfit, he has the Demon Slayer core outfit, the golden little buttons, which actually means that he's a Hashira, because the normal Demon Slayers have silver buttons. But yeah, and then that little thing right there is to put his sword in, the little bump on his belt. And then moving on down, he has his really baggy pants, like all the Demon Slayer outfits have. And then he has his flame socks, which look pretty cool. These are socks, right? I don't know. And then he has his sandals or whatever they are. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty much looks exactly like Rengoku does in the show. I don't really know what else they could do to make it more accurate. And also, you can take the flame Harari back, so you have the detail on the back right here. I forgot what this symbol means, but it is pretty cool, and that's how he looks without the Harari, which looks alright, but he looks better with it, honestly. Alright, but for the articulation, I'm gonna have him without his Harari so you can see the articulation with the best, because when he does have his flame Harari on, it does limit the articulation with the arms a little bit, so I'll just have it off. So first, starting with the head, he can look about that much down, which is a lot, and he can look that much up. And these little things on the back actually help him to look up because they actually move. And so does his ponytail, I think, right? And his ponytail moves a little bit. And then these front parts also move up and down, so you can make them flow or go down, which also helps with him looking down. And he can look, well, yeah, I already showed him. He can look up. He can look all around. Yeah, so head articulation is really good. For his arms, they can go up about that much, but it leaves kind of weird looking joints. So he has butterfly joints that let him go out about that much, which is pretty good. This swivel right here, and an elbow bend that allows him to go that much, and then his wrist right here. And then for the ab crunch, it's pretty good, so he can go about that much forward, that much back, but it leaves a little bit of gap, and if you don't want the gap, he can go about that much back without the gap. Side to side, he can twist all the way around. And he has the same thing with Tanjiro, where you can well, oh shoot, I did not mean to pop out his entire freaking thing. Well, I don't think he does have the same thing as Tanjiro. I thought he did, but maybe not. Because with Tanjiro, like, his entire torso would pop out. And it's kind of weird, but I guess he maybe doesn't. Anyways, moving on down to the legs. He can kick up about that much. And the really nice thing about all these Demon Slayer figures is they bend really good at the legs. And it doesn't even really leave, like, any exposed joints at all. I mean, it does have that at the back, but honestly, that's not that bad. Whoa. Freaking tipped my camera over. But yeah, he bends really freaking good, which is really nice. And it can, like, swivel right here. And the, like, little socks actually go back and forth for increased articulation, which is something I didn't expect. He has an ankle pivot and a toe hinge. So, man, yeah, this guy can articulate very freaking well. I will say that. And, oh, I almost forgot. That's how much he can kick out. So, yeah, you can have him doing a crazy kick. But I'll put on his Hari back on to show you how, like, the Hari works. So how you want to put it back on is you want to find that little, like, part right there. And then just, I guess just, oh my gosh. There we go. That was a little bit annoying. I don't know why I couldn't get it in. But these are all on a bunch of parts where you can kind of, like, put it up and stuff. And where you can make his Hari, like, just, I guess, be in, like, a pose or something if you want to have it, like, flaring up. Which is pretty cool. I mean, you can have him in a cool action pose or something, like, with his freaking Hari, like, flamed up, which does look really cool, but it does add a lot of weight on the back. So it might be a little bit hard for him to stand up. But yeah, and then you can, like, bring his Hari in, like, a bunch front, just like that. So yeah, it has, like, a bunch of articulation on the Hari, but I feel like they could have done something else, because I just don't really like the way this looks at the back, but it's not even like you're going to be looking at the figure from the back that much, so I guess it's fine, but let's just move on to the accessories. So, starting with the face sculpts, first off, the one that I have on him right now is this kind of, like, serious face, like he's about to go into battle with a Kaza or something. Like, I don't know. He's mad and he's serious. The next face sculpt that he has, which is probably one of my favorites, is this just really, like, kind, happy face. Like, this is what I think of when someone talks about Rengoku. It's just him being super, like, just happy all the time and super jolly. I really like this face. It might be one of my favorites, if not my favorite. The next face he has is kind of like a just normal, like, smiling face. He's just pretty happy overall. I don't know why, but I feel like something about his smile looks a bit weird. I don't know. I think it might just be me. I'm not the biggest fan of this face, but it's alright. The next face he has is this really happy face. Yeah, I really like this face just because of how happy he is, similar to the other one that I did. It's probably one of my favorites. I don't know why, but something about this face I really like. It's just him just being really happy, you know? Now, the next face that he has is a more of a, like, battle one. It's him with his teeth gritted looking off to the side, which I do like a lot, but I would have preferred if it wasn't him looking off to the side and it was just him looking forward, because I feel like I just really don't like it when figure companies always make a face looking off to the side, because, like, you don't need him to looking off to the side. You can just turn his head if you want him to look that way. So I never really like faces that are looking off to the side. I don't know. I mean, I just don't really like them that much. I feel like it would have been better if this face was just looking forward. And then probably my favorite face is right here, the bloodied up face when he's fighting a Kaza and then unfortunately passes away. This is definitely my favorite face. This is definitely the best one. Because with this one, I'm kind of glad they didn't make him looking off to the side, because they probably would have, but I'm glad that they didn't. But man, this face looks really good. The blood looks really good. Usually, Tamashii Nations doesn't make blood on their figures, but with this one, they did. And yeah, man, I just love this face when he's fighting Akaza. Really good. And then for his hands, of course, he comes with fist hands because everyone needs fist hands, right? I don't think I've had I don't think I've had any figure ever that doesn't have fist hands. So yeah, he has fist hands right here. Pretty much like every single action figure has fist hands. And then he comes with like relaxed hands where he's just chilling, he's not fighting, he's just relaxed, or maybe it's a wave hand, who knows. And then he comes with hands that are similar to the relaxed hands, but they're actually for like action poses because they're a little more like splayed out than the other ones are. So you could use this when he has like his sword out or something. And then he comes with gripping hands, which obviously by themselves they look weird, but it's for the sword, obviously. Yeah, let's get to the sword now. So for the sword, it's actually really cool because they put a lot of detail on this, like the fiery look of it. Really nice. His flame, what do you call these things? I don't know what you call them. Hilts, I think? Yeah, the little flame hilt. And yeah, man, I just love the way the sword looks. It's super detailed. And then they got whatever that means right there. Probably like Demon Slayer or something. And then, of course, you're just going to want to shove it right into his hand. And yeah, it's a pretty snug fit. Just goes right on his hand, and you can have him in pretty cool, like, poses with a sword, but it's not really going to make much sense if you don't have the actual like sword sheath with it. And how you want to put this on is you just sort of want to find a little like bump right there and then just insert it on and boom, because obviously it's not going to make sense if he doesn't have his sheath when he actually has his sword out. And then he comes with this one, which is for when he doesn't have a sword out. So you just kind of want to like place it right on here, but it's a little hard to do that. Alright, so there's how it looks like when he isn't going to have a sword on with his hilt also. So yeah, that's pretty cool too. And that's going to be it for the accessories, so let's get on to the size comparison with Tanjiro. Alright, so that's how he looks like with Tanjiro, and I'm pretty sure this is an accurate height. I mean, obviously Rengoku is going to be taller than Tanjiro is because he's an adult and Tanjiro is a teenager. But I don't actually know Rengoku's height anyway, but I'm pretty sure Tanjiro's like 5'6" or something last time I checked. And I would assume Rengoku's around like 5'10" or something, so I would say that this is a pretty accurate size comparison. And yeah, he looks really good. He looks really good next to Tanjiro. So for the final thoughts, I would say that this Rengoku figure is definitely worth it. Probably the best Rengoku figure that we've ever had, like ever. Maybe besides Figma or Buzzmod. But just in terms of appearance, this is definitely the best. Although I don't really like the Hori that he has that much. You can always just get a cloth goods one, which I'm probably not going to get, but I don't know, I might, but yeah. I think I got this guy for around, in total, I got him for like $70, but I think his like normal price is just like $50 or something. And yeah, I would say he's definitely worth that price. I feel like he probably could have came with some flame effects, but for the Demon Slayer line, they're not doing any effects, which is honestly fine. I don't mind it that much, as some other people do. But yeah, overall, this is a really good figure that I would recommend buying. And bye-bye.